Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field for the first time today. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Robbins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The run to the right. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45, on his way. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They want to get this defense on its heels.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the...
Touchdown, USC! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. pounded on first down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the Ducks get enough for the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll run it from the gun. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made after the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Ducks get it past the sticks. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. So the 16-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the left. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. A first down for the offense. On the ground, it's Hart. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. That gives him 54 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios.
The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Tempo and overdrive. They're getting this guy lathered up. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's right on target. The Ducks will keep this drive going. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup for 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Looking to throw. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his big tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Here comes the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shame. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give and the run on 4th down. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Robbins. At the 40, there he goes. He was so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Gets rid of it. It's complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Getting some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch.
You just got the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He's inside the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. They'll try it on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll set up to throw. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W in the
A first down run on the doorstep. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
to the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And it's no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
USC 13.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played it. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football. Corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll try the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the Ducks pick up the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And how about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense. Washington. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. 1st and 10. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Off play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Back to pass, it's Royer. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. At the 45, on his way. Still on his feet. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that nuke. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll run it on the counter. Nifty little dance step. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Washington wants to go quickly. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Coming after him. Got his man downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring,
fires and picked off. Touchdown, Oregon! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening through your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this. Really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. The Ducks get enough to move the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Hart. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if... And he runs it in for the score! Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Fires to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dances away, trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Dropping back, it's Royer. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On the run, fires downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Powell. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Just feeds the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Offense, quick tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Discards a man. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 5 on that last one. Now, how aggressive will they be? Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation, backed up, close to their own end zone.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense.
He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. They're trying to get to him. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Washington. What a grab and go for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 45, on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Leaves it with the back. Running. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
61, Washington, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and
nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 30. Running through contact. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. The give out of the gun. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The Ducks get it past the sticks. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Touch! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The snap sets up the throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Royer. Lofts one high and deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target over the middle. Tackled after picking up the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They want to just keep throwing it, trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And tackled there by the defense.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Royer. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side.
And with that stop by this defense, now I think it's interesting because obviously the scoreboard, multiple possessions, what I need to accomplish. Do you kick it now because it's a long yardage 4th down situation?
Oh, trickery! He'll try to run it in. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Ducks want to move quickly. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but his defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. No huddle offense to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. 3rd and goal. Bounced off his feet.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Not a chance. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. But this contest is not a regular matchup, a battle of two top tens, two forces colliding. One team leaves here making a resounding statement, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 10th-ranked team, Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Ducks will kick it away to get this game going. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense trots out there to open this game. And there's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything: vision, speed, power. He can diagnose the defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Egregious roughing the passer call. Automatic first down. Let's hope the quarterback is okay. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Brought out of the 47, and that will move the sticks. And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's tackled after the catch. 2nd down after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Oregon's offense comes out for their first possession today. Each team is kind of led, Kirk, by one of those alpha linebackers they are counting on for so much every week.
He's got to be physical in that box area, but also have the ability to play out in space against these teams that like to throw the football. Both these guys can do all of that.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. And the Ducks come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
That gain makes it second and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage and stop this run game.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. For a field goal the last time out, we'll see if they can get here. And there's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage.
Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. The Nittany Lions bring their punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. That last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Tailback with another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. 2nd down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So, Brooke, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. On the ground, it's Hart. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Wideouts now clustered. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Oregon, 14. Penn State, 3.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They're going to run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab behind the line. It's Burns. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Personal foul gives the offense a fresh set of downs. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on 3rd down. They'll run it to the right side.
I'll tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, trying to get the throw off. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And the Nittany Lions will bring their punt team onto the field when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The shotgun running play called. He's brought down out at the 46.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain. So